I'm Fred with 1320Video, and welcome to the third installment of 1320Video's monthly wrap-up. If you haven't seen our other videos we've made for the past 2 months, here's the 4 things we're going to go over. Number 1, our favorite features from the last month. Number 2, we're going to read some mean comments from our YouTube channel. Number 3, we're going to answer some questions you guys have for the crew. And number 4, we're going to go over all the events we're going to go to in July. So our buddy Chris Hill decided to hand the keys to his 1100 horsepower GTR over to Cletus. And I don't know why, but Cletus went and had a good time with the car, took it out. I think it's the fastest thing ever driven, including all the American cars he likes so much. So here's that clip.
What the hell is going on back here? Wow! Hey, there's me. Gosh, I'm beautiful.
It pulls hard.
I'm a stud.
Okay.
That darn car was fast.
Yeah, it was.
Well, dang. Haha. All right, I gotta leave.
Yeah, these computerized dragons ain't bad.
Next video we're going to feature is a video of a 3,000 horsepower street car Camaro that we found in Iowa. It's a real street car. It's 3,800 pounds, all steel, all factory glass. It's got a 540 cubic inch from Proline with twin turbos on it. This car was one badass car. It won his class, and he actually drives it like around town when he's at home. So here's that video. So our buddy the Beater Bomb went down to the I-29 no prep in Pacific Junction, Iowa. He was a wheelie machine all weekend, just did a wheelie just about every pass. Did a huge one. He went up against our buddy Joe in the Blackhawk. And he actually kept it in line every pass, went down the strip, and he actually won his class, which is really awesome. So we went down to Street Car Takeover St. Louis. We found this badass K5 Blazer with the top taken off of it. It's called the Open Container. The owner's really awesome. It's the truck is actually a hand-controlled car. The car is just put together. Didn't expect to really even win any races. He entered into the 11.0 class, and he went to the finals. The whole story behind the truck was just awesome. Our next video we're going to feature here is it was a R32 versus R35 on the street in Australia when Kyle was down there. The race actually took over 3 hours to get done because the police take street racing very serious down there, and they were circling them and trying to catch them racing, so they held off for a while. Took them 3 hours to get the race done. It's actually the fastest car that Kyle's ever ridden in from a dig, which is awesome. The R35 nearly loses it, but he gets himself sorted, gets back in it, but the R32 was already long gone by then. So here's that clip. Another car that Kyle filmed while he was in Australia was this badass twin turbo R32. It was an RB30 out of a Nissan Patrol. Normally those guys over there, they put a big single turbo on it. This guy decided, fuck that, I'm gonna do twin turbos on it. We've never seen an R32 with twins pushing this kind of power. And if you guys are interested, we got plenty more footage coming to you from Australia. A whole bunch more GTRs and everything else. So this next video we're going to feature is Melissa Urist with her twin turbo Coyote Mustang from All Out Call Out. She was in the Let It Eat class. It was her first win she's ever had with the car, which is awesome. Very down to earth girl. In the final she was going up against pretty much a pro mod, but she pulled out the win, and congratulations to her. So the crew went out to the Shift Sector Pikes Peak airstrip attack. Out there's a lot of high horsepower cars. They make about 20% less power at that altitude, but the air's thinner so they can go faster. The baddest car out there was Giddy in his X-Package UGR Lambo. It's a badass car. Car makes 2,300 horsepower at lower altitude. The day he broke the record, it was about 8,000 foot DA and 90 degrees out. He went 240 miles an hour, which beat the previous record by, I think, a little over 1 mile per hour for the standing mile record. Congratulations to Giddy. That was an awesome experience for our guys out there that saw that.
What's up, guys? It's Matt here, one of the editors for 1320. We're going to go into the favorite segment, at least my favorite segment of this, the mean comments. Start off with the twin turbo chick dominates in an 8-second Mustang. Duke Nugget 69 had this to say about Melissa Urist. She sounds like a car alarm when she screams. Not very nice. You should be ashamed of yourself. It's a pretty big win for her, actually, so I understand all that screaming. Stance Dreams Productions says, what's the 0 to crowd? Mustang jokes. Weren't those like 2 months ago? I think they're a little played out by now. Nice try. Harry Orange says, all Subarus are really ugly shit cans, and only big time losers think they're cool, which, by the way, are absolutely definitely not. Emphasis on the T's. Well, I'm pretty sure that has nothing to do with the video you commented on, but nice opinion. Forgot about the fact that they all vape too. Yeah, Jacob does have a fake STI, but he's not a loser. Apparently there's a new trend, loser, loser, I don't know. I'm too old for this shit. Loser. L-O-S-E-R, not L-O-Z-E-R. Colleen Horton says, I don't like Mustangs. Nobody cares. Sorry. Daniel R says, we put up new videos literally every day in quotation marks as he is referring to us. You are literally a liar. No, we are not. Let me tell you why. Because every day I have to crank out a video. There's 3 other people that have to crank out a video. We post 2 a day. You're full of shit. All right.
You're pretty worked up over there.
Fuck that. Fuck with me. Justin Berryman says, yo, fuck that Ricer ass Evo. I'll take that girl for a ride though. Yo, Nancy's taken, bro. Nice try. Ski-Doo Rida. Another Fox body. Shocking. Yawn. Another really uncreative comment. Shocking. Yawn. Christian Hill says, I clicked on this because I legitimately thought it was clickbait. Well, we got you then, didn't we?
All right, for this segment, we're gonna answer some questions you guys had for the crew. I'm gonna try to answer them best as I can. I can't answer for everybody, but this is just my personal experience or what I know from the other guys. First question, what's the fastest you guys have been in a car? Some of those twin turbo Lamborghinis, higher horsepower Porsches, GTRs, some of those races go upwards of 200, 220 miles an hour, so I'll just leave it at that. We go pretty fast. Next question, what kind of camera do you guys use? Well, let me show you. We have, I think 8 or 9 of these. This is a Sony HXR NX3. Like I said, we have 8 or 9 of these for track racing, street racing, whatnot. These are really good in low light, that's why we have them. These will see things in the pitch black that I can't see with my own eyes. On the side of this, we have, I think, about 3 dozen GoPros. And then on top of that, we just got a brand new set of camera sunglasses from our friends at Pivot Head. It's like a spy glasses. They got a little camera right here in the center, so you just throw them on a driver, press record, and then off you go. There you go. Next question, when are Kyle and Cletus gonna race again? Well, last time Kyle and Cletus raced, Kyle kind of pushed Cletus's guts in pretty bad with the ZR1. Cletus's C7 is now a lot faster than it was before. So problem about this race is Kyle lives in Nebraska and Cletus lives in Florida. So hopefully for Ice Cream Cruise, Cletus brings his C7 back up to Nebraska and possibly get this race off again. We'll see who wins. The results might be a little different than it was last time. Next question, was there a name before it was 1320 Video? There was actually. It was called Heidi Ho Productions. Not a joke. Kyle watched a lot of South Park when he was in college. Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh, Heidi Ho. So that's what it was. If you watch some really early, I think it's like the first DVD or one of the first videos that Kyle put out on YouTube, like way back in the day. In the corner, will have a little Christmas Pooh and say Heidi Ho Productions on it. So if you guys want to scour back that far, you can find it. Next question, how do you get a job working and traveling with you guys? Honestly, we're just a big group of friends from Omaha. We all met through cars. To this day, Kyle started the company back in college. As the company got bigger, he needed like help selling merchandise, wanted to get a couple different camera angles. So he asked his friends to just come help him out, hold this camera here, do this, help me sell a couple t-shirts. And that's literally how it is to this day. There's a couple of us that are full-time for Kyle, but other than that, we're just a whole big group of friends that if we need a couple extra people, we have a whole group of friends. We're just like, hey, can you come sell merch? Hey, can you come get another camera angle for this event? We're just a big group of car friends from Omaha, Nebraska. That's a simple answer right there. What's with the obsession with grape Sprite? Well, grape Sprite is delicious. A lot of our followers on Snapchat know it as 1320 Lean. Funny story, we actually get like 8 to 10 snaps a day from you guys showing us that you guys are making 1320 Lean at one of those Coke Freestyle machines. So it's just delicious. If you're asking what's the obsession with it, I'm guessing you haven't tried it because it's good stuff. Next time you go to a restaurant that has one of those Coke Freestyle machines, go to flavors, click grape, and then click Sprite, and then gloriness. Just gloriness. Glorious, just glorious fluid comes out of there. It's the nectar of the gods is what it is, so you should definitely try it if you haven't tried it. Out of the whole crew, who's most likely to drive a Ricer? Well, this is cut and dry. This is an easy one right here. It's our friend Buckles. His name's Jordan. We call him Buckles. He is the biggest Ricer in the crew by a good amount, I'd say. He drives a Honda, of course. I think his favorite car is probably a GTR. That's a shot in the dark, but it's a pretty solid guess. And just to reiterate his Ricerness, he actually has a tattoo on his forearm right here. It's a Rising Sun Honda emblem tattoo. That's not a joke. He decided to put that on himself for life. That's not a dedication to the Ricerness. I don't know what it is. Also, I think he's seen the first Fast and Furious at least 54 times. Buckles is the biggest racer on the crew by far. Next question. If you could visit any production plant, which would you go to? For me, I don't know why, my favorite supercar, hypercar, whatever you want to call it, company is Koenigsegg, and they're in Sweden. Last year we were in Sweden for the Stockholm Open. Come to find out, we were 5 hours away from their factory and we didn't know it till we got there. So this year, hopefully when we go back to Sweden, we can get some free time, make our way down to the plant and get a tour, because that would be just so awesome. I love those cars and it would be awesome to see them get made. For the other guys, I'm sure a lot of the same, just a supercar, hypercar factory. I've personally been to the Corvette factory in Bowling Green, Kentucky. That's an awesome experience to go into. Here's a question for Cletus. I'll go and answer it for him because it's obvious. What's Cletus's favorite car he's ever driven? It's a Corvette, because America. Moving on. I like this one. What kind of porn do you guys watch? Car porn, mostly. We actually make the stuff, so there you go. The next question is street or track? It really depends on the caliber of cars that come out. If there's like 3,000 horsepower cars at the track, that's pretty awesome to see. Same time, on the street, there could be some 2,000, 2,500 horsepower Lamborghinis on the street. So it really depends. The toss-up for me, I love filming both. It really depends on the caliber of cars that come out, to be honest. Next question, to the whole crew, nitrous or turbo? I'm gonna go ahead and say turbo. Nah, we're gonna go nitrous and turbo, because America. Do some nitrous, maybe 100 shot on top just to do it. Mullet did it even bigger than that. Mullet in his Ford GT did supercharger fed by twin turbos, then he had a nitrous spray on top. He only made 1100, but it was an epic setup. So tri-charged would be the answer to that. Just all the forced induction at one time. Next question, why doesn't Kyle ever bring his ZR1 out to events? Now, most of the events we go to aren't very close by, so if we had to do it, we'd put the ZR1 in the trailer, but even then, we'd just pull the car out and put it next to the booth probably, because when we're at events, all of us are crazy busy, especially Kyle, so you wouldn't really have fun to enjoy the car at the event. If you really want to see Kyle's car in person, come out to the Ice Cream Cruise in August. It'll be out there, I promise, and it's an awesome car. Next question, what is the entire crew's top 5 cars of all time collectively? They made 7 generations so far of Corvettes, so that'd be the top 7 right there. So yeah. For the last segment of this video, we're going to tell you exactly where we're going to be, what events we're going to be at through the month of July. July 9th, we are coming to Canada, believe it or not. We're going to the Race the North No Prep Mayhem in Grand Bend, Ontario at the Grand Bend Motorplex. It's one of Canada's first no preps ever. Boost GT is going to be there, Flacco's going to be there, our buddy Brian Green's going to be there with his twin turbo New Edge Mustang. The Pro Mod C5 Corvette from Street Outlaws is going to be there. So if you guys are anywhere near Grand Bend, Ontario, or in the area, come out to that. It should be a badass race. Like I said, it's going to be one of the first no preps in Canada history. So come out to that, please. We'll be there. July 9th through the 15th, we're going to Rocky Mountain Race Week. We went last year for their first event. It was an awesome experience, so we're coming back. It's one solid week of racing. We're going to 4 different tracks. We'll be in Kearney, Nebraska, Denver, Colorado, Pueblo, Colorado, Grand Bend, Kansas, and then we're going back up to Kearney, Nebraska to finish it out. Last year, some big names came out, like the King of Drag Week. Larry Larson was there. Joe Barry came out. A lot of big name street cars come out to this event. So if you guys are in the area, it's during the week. So take a day off work, come out to that event at whichever track we're at the time. It'll be worth your while. July 15th and 16th, we're going to be in Denver for Streetcar Takeover Denver. It's going to be at Vandermeer Speedway, roll racing, drag racing. We go to all the Streetcar Takeover events, so it's going to be a good time. Bring your cars out, bring your friends out, bring the family. It'll be a good time, so come out to that. It'll be worth your while. July 22nd and 23rd, we're going to Streetcar Takeover Bowling Green. It'll be in Bowling Green, Kentucky at Beach Bend Raceway. There'll be roll racing Friday. Friday night, they're going to have an all-in no prep from like 9:30 to 1 a.m.-ish. And then Saturday, it's all drag racing all day. A lot of different classes you guys get into at the Streetcar Takeover events. I think they have like 10 classes you can get into. Come out, bring your car, bring your family. It'll be a good time. So see you guys in Bowling Green. July 29th and 30th, the guys from Streetcar Takeover are putting on an event called King of the Corn. It's going to be at Kearney Raceway Park in Kearney, Nebraska. The whole deal with the race is an ethanol race, so you have to have at least 50% ethanol in your tank. There's over $60,000 in payouts, so some big boys are probably going to come out. Rumor has it there's going to be a street outlaw maybe there, so it'd be worth your time. I know Nebraska is kind of a boring state, but we do bring some badass race cars, so come out to that, especially if you're into ethanol. King of the Corn. It's the first ever ethanol nationals they're doing, so come out to that, please. This next event isn't in July, but we might as well tell you about it ahead of time. August 6th and 7th, we're having our ice cream cruise. It's an event that the 1320 guys all put on. We have our big family of like 40 guys it's our big family of 40 people that get together every year. It's a charity event. It's going to be at Raceway Park of the Midlands, Pacific Junction, Iowa, about 20 minutes from Omaha. We have a car show one day and drag racing the next day. Like I said, it's a charity event. We put it on every year. The car show is actually on the road course, and then the drag racing's on the drag strip the next day. It's a badass event. Like I said, it's for charity. If you ever had a reason to come to Nebraska or come to the Omaha area, this would be it. Come out to this. It's a good time. There's a lot of different kinds of cars. There's imports, Europeans, domestic, big blocks, small. There's just everything is out there. You guys want to come to our turf, our hometown, please come out to the ice cream cruise. It'll be a good time, I promise. At most of the events we go to, we take our merchandise trailer for you guys to buy all of our merchandise, hoodies, t-shirts. We even have leggings and yoga pants, stickers, everything you can think of, we have it. But if you can't catch us at an event, you can't quite get to an event that we're going to, not to worry. We have a store on our website, 1320video.com, where you can buy hats, t-shirts, you can buy everything we have. It's on our store online. You don't have to find us at an event, but we'd love to see you out there. All right, guys, well, that's going to do it for this episode. Don't forget to follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you guys next month.
You porn. Look me up. I'm on there.
Cletus of all people. And
Who's here? Woo!
Cletus is here.